Hello everyone and welcome back to a new writing vlog. Background's different, quality is different, everything is different. I don't think I've done a writing vlog for about a month and a half, a bit more than that, since I started my job. I did put up a writing vlog that was my 10k day, but I filmed that back in January and I just feel like I haven't done this in a while, but here we are. Today is the 30th of April, no. Today is the 30th of March, it is a Monday, it is currently just past 10 p.m. and I should have gone to bed a while ago because I'm getting up early tomorrow, but I wanted to start this off on the not first day of camp, but the week in which camp will start. Can you tell I should sleep? Also, that is my Al's Magical Readathon TBR pile, please ignore that. So, today's Monday, it is 2 days, kind of just over 24 hours, like 26 hours until the owls start, and also camp, which is what I'm talking about in this video, actually. And I had good intentions today. I had the intention to look at / work on my outline on the train to and from work. And then I was very tired in the morning, so I spent the majority of the journey to work half sleeping, trying to sleep, and the journey home talking to a friend on the phone. So I didn't look at my outline at all, which is great. Now, if you've seen my camp announcement video that will go up tomorrow for me, last week sometime for you, I talked about my plans for this month, which is to write 15,000 words, 15, not 50, 15,000 words in April, and how I'm sort of not sure where the story is going because I haven't touched it in a month and a half, and I realized as I was filming that video, the announcement video, that I don't have a finished outline. So I do not think that I will have a finished outline. I have a few hours tomorrow where I'm, available, where I'm not working or sleeping, and I'm not gonna have a finished outline. I might have finished first third of the book, first act of the book, and that might be enough. The thing is, I don't remember, since I haven't looked at it in a month and a half or something. I don't remember where I am at. I don't remember how far I got, because if you're new here, if you haven't heard this before, I have written the first third, maybe, of the book. I've written like 36,000 words and realized that it wasn't going the right way, and that I have to undo and redo a whole lot of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be working on now in April. I do not intend to have a finished first draft at the end of the month, but I want to get back into it, and hopefully camp will sort of start me back up on writing and working on the story, and then hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, I can get it done in like May or something. That seems really ambitious, but we'll see. I go back and forth, right? Because some months I'm like, I can write 50,000 words in a weekend. I do crazy things like that sometimes, where I write like 10, 15, 20,000 words in a day. Or I just don't touch it for a long time, and I don't like that. So my intention for camp is to write 15,000 words, hopefully get back into the story, get back into feeling inspired and motivated and excited for it, and hopefully something good will come of it. And hopefully I can also have like a finished outline at least at the end of the month, but we'll see. Because I'm hoping that as I work on it, I will work out more and more things in it. Let's go with that. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. It is way too late for me to be up, but I will talk to you tomorrow, and then camp begins. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go with really bad lighting and camera angles. I promise you my face is not completely red, but it looks like it is. Either way, hello. It is now Tuesday, the 31st of March. I almost said October, which is very much not true. It is March, it's the last day of March, and it's like 10-15 minutes past 8 in the evening. And I just want to remind you all that with great plans and great expectations and great intentions comes great procrastination, doesn't it? I had planned to sort of make up for my not looking through my outline yesterday by doing it today on my commute to and from work, and I didn't. I was way too tired in the morning. I did actually take my papers out of my bag, and I looked at them for like 2 minutes, and I was like, this is a mess. And then I put them away again, and on the way home, I don't even know what happened, but I did not take the papers out of my bag. So I've gotten no further with that, and camp starts in less than 4 hours. Now, I am not going to stay up till midnight, partially because I'm really tired and I need my sleep. And related to that, I'm getting up early tomorrow. I'm getting up at like 5:30. So, no. Now, depending on exactly when I get up, I might look at my outline tomorrow morning before I go to work. But I do think I'm going to have just a little bit of a lie-in tomorrow and then head to work. And tomorrow I work a lot closer to home than I usually do. Just to recap my work situation, for the most part of the week, most days of the week that I work, I commute 2 hours each direction. So I spend 4 hours a day commuting by foot, by bus, by train. And 2 days a week currently, maybe it'll be more in the future, I hope it will be, I work a lot closer to home. It's the same job, I just sit in a different physical location. And tomorrow is one of those days, and that's great because it means I have way less of commutes, but it also means that I work 10 hours tomorrow because I've chosen to work longer days when I work here and shorter days, they're like 7 or 8 hours still, when I work far away from home, so that I will sort of be home early-ish all the time, which is not true, but when I work here, I'll be home at like 4:30. My shortest days when I work far away from home, I am home 5. So that doesn't sound like a huge difference, but considering that I will have spent the last of those 2 hours commuting, yeah. Either way, tomorrow is a long work day, but a short commute day. So I'll be home earlier than I have been today and yesterday. We'll see if I'm any less tired. We'll see if I have any more energy. Currently, I'm not feeling great about camp, and it's not because I'm not prepared, it's just that I don't feel up for it, really. And I don't know what the reason is. I feel like April has just kind of snuck up on us without us noticing, and I am still really uncertain about this book. I still like the concept, I still want this to work out, but I think it's because I feel uncertain about it. I feel nervous about the month ahead, I guess. So with any luck, I will have some energy tomorrow to spend working on my book, one way or another. I am tracking words, so if I just spend 6 hours staring at the outline, that won't get me anything. That won't count for anything for Nano. It will still count for something, for the book itself, hopefully, but not for Nano. So that's what's going on, and I'll hopefully get started writing tomorrow. I'm not sure I will, and then this upcoming weekend we have plans to reshuffle this whole room, among other things, so I don't really know what I'm going to do my writing this month, but I only have to write 15,000 words in 30 days. That is 500 words a day. I should be able to do that. So tune in tomorrow and see how this madness and this tiredness progresses. It is April 2nd, the second day of camp, and I am still going strong with 0 words. I'm not upset about it. I still am not in the right headspace to write, or I'm not prioritizing it, or something like that. Maybe both, maybe several things. And that's fine. I am not super stressed out. I am not stressed out about camp, and I'm not super stressed out about reaching my goal for camp. So that's all good and fine, but I do still want to finish this book, and camp would be a very good opportunity to, get further on that. I still think I can do it, and I have picked out what my reward will be if I do hit the 15k, so it is something I really want, so I should kind of work on it, but we'll see when it happens. Last night when I went to bed, I was like, oh, I should think about my book for a while, and then out of nowhere, sort of, I got an idea, and I was like, what if I changed this really big thing in book 1, which changes the outcome of everything? And that felt like a great idea, so I might end up doing that, but that will also require an even bigger rewrite of book 1 and, eventually book 2 that I didn't really plan for. I'm playing around a little bit with the idea, and we'll see if it happens, but if I do choose to implement it in book 1, I do think I'm going to do the things I do of starting book 2 pretending like that's already been implemented, if that makes sense. I'm sorry the phone is so shaky. So basically, when I start drafting or redrafting, I guess, book 2, because I need to redo a lot of it, I will just pretend that I've already written this thing into book 1 and just proceed as if it's there, because Eventually it will be, and if I know it's a change I want to make, or at least think I want to make, that's a good way for me to go about it. I don't want to know right now that I'm going to make this change in book 1, which I haven't fully decided, but just, bear with me. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to make this change in book 1, but I'm going to write book 2 as if I haven't, because I currently haven't. That would just not be smart. So we'll see what happens. I am off to bed now, and tomorrow is the first day of camp that I will be commuting to and from work. It's going to be a long day. I'm going to be home fairly late, and I like my Friday evenings to be Friday evenings of not writing, although I do know the Marcus will probably be writing, so we'll see if I get inspired, if I guilt myself into it, because he never guilts me into it, but I tend to go, oh, you're writing, I should write, shouldn't I? And then I do it sometimes. But we'll see if I end up writing or not. Otherwise, I will eventually. And since I've set a fairly low, in my book, low goal for myself, I still think it's possible. I just need to figure out where I'm going and maybe also make a plan for how to get there. Because I can't just keep going, oh, maybe tomorrow, oh, maybe next Thursday, oh, maybe what is me now? So we'll see about that. Anyway, I'm off to bed. I have a long day at work tomorrow. I have to get up early. So I will see you probably tomorrow, this weekend, if nothing else. Bye. Hello again. It is a little bit past 10 in the evening on the 3rd of April. I have not written anything. I do not intend to write anything today. And whoops, I dropped my spoon. We've resorted to this, which is, this is a baking thing. What's it called? Baking tray? Spring thing? I don't know. Springform in Swedish. Which has mudcake in it. Not a whole one, but a significant amount. And this is going to be what I do. Because who needs to write when you could just have mudcake? Hi everyone, it is now the evening of the 5th of April. As you can tell, this looks different because we reshuffled my office yesterday and that is gonna get reorganized and some things are gonna happen over here. But time has been spent doing that and I haven't written anything. It's 9 p.m, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed, and that wraps up this writing vlog in which I have written 0 words. But, that happens. I am hoping to get more writing done now in the coming week. I just found out on Friday that my work schedule is changing to the better, so I'm happy about it. I'm gonna work from the place very, very close to me 4 days a week and the place far away from me 1 day a week. So I'm very happy about that, which means my schedule will be sort of what it's been. Not really. My actual hours will change a little bit, but I'm home in 15 minutes as opposed to 2 hours, so maybe that contributes to me writing more. I also want to spend some time this week dealing with all of this and the things that are outside the screen that you can't even see. But yes, I'm hoping to get some writing done now in the upcoming week, and Marcus and I are intending to spend quite a bit of Easter weekend writing. And when I say quite a bit, we are intending to do like a 12-hour write-a-thon. More info to come. Check my Twitter, I guess that's where I'm going to post about it, because I'm probably not going to make any more videos before then, but check Twitter. We're planning to do it on Saturday, probably from like 10 a.m. our time, Swedish GMT +2, I think we're in now. Sometimes we're +1, sometimes we're +2, I don't even know. But 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the Saturday, because Easter's been cancelled, as we all know, and so why not write? And we'll see if I write anything before then, or if I just write then, but we'll see. This week I have 4 days at work, so Monday, tomorrow, I'm going in to the faraway place, and then the next 3 days are here, close to where I live, and then I have 4 days off for the weekend, which is very nice. So we'll see if I write anything. Thank you for watching this video, despite me not writing anything, but I am brainstorming, so I have that going for me. I haven't told you much about it, but like I mentioned, was it Wednesday? Thursday maybe? I did have the idea of changing around a whole bunch of things, or a big thing. Changing up a big thing from book 1 that affects book 2. I really need to sit down and do something with this and write something and maybe even make the decision to pause book 2 until I've fixed book 1, until I've figured out where the whole thing, both book 1 and 2 is going. Grammar. But we'll see. I don't know yet, and I very much want to reach the end. I want to reach the end of book 2, which is going to be a very, very rough end. It's going to be a very rough book, but at least have it. And then I can spend time and energy and all that on fixing it and making it coherent and making it good and polishing it and all those things. I will also say that I got really emotional today about The Book Thief. I'm not going to go into it a whole lot. I read it back in 2013, I believe, the winter of 2013, so like in December, because I know I just moved out of my parents' place, and I finished it at like 2 a.m. and I was alone in my apartment, and I was crying and like wailing because I was crying so hard, and it was just really, really impactful, and it's been my favorite book. I call that my favorite book, but I've never reread it, and I'm scared to do so because I worry that I'm not going to like it as much. And there's just something in me that's like, oh, I should reread it, which I've been wanting to do for a while. And I talk about how I want to have rewards. I tend to have rewards during Nano, that if I hit the goal, if I reach the goal, whatever, I get to reward myself with something. And usually I decide what that reward is ahead of time. And I am very, 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 very tempted to reward myself with buying the 10th edition, the 10th year anniversary, the 10th anniversary, whatever, of The Book Thief, because that contains some notes and stuff from Marcus Zusak's drafting process and how certain things came to be and stuff like that. And I was looking it up today. I didn't even know until a couple of days ago that there is such an edition, because I have this paperback edition, and I know there are a couple of different editions, but I didn't know that there was a 10th anniversary one. But I found that out, and then I've been looking into it just a little bit, and I today found an interview with Marcus Zusak when the 10th anniversary edition was about to come out, and it was like a 4-minute video, but he talked about how, you know, he used to work like 3 jobs and he was struggling, and then all of a sudden he could live off his writing, and something about that mixed with like all these quotes from the book resurfacing and all that just made me really emotional. And this is a tangent, but I just wanted to say that, and that's probably my reward. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video, hopefully writing more next week, and I'll see you then.